Liam. What does it look like? Something bit me in my mouth. I'm in the kitchen about to make something, not because I want to, but because I have to feed my family. I wish I loved to cook. Unfortunately, I don't. Okay, so I'm just gonna make something slight. I might have some oatmeal. Personally, I just want to be in bed. It's freezing, but I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna make something. Are you hungry, Liam? I'm just gonna make some beef and broccoli. Nothing for you. Nothing for you, Miss Kitty Cat. You already ate. Are you gonna give your cat some food? I'm freezing. I don't want to have to put the heat on because then I know if I get too hot, I'm just gonna complain about that and then I'm just gonna leave it. Should have put my robe on. Okay, more food. This cat, I guess I have to stop just feeding her whenever she wants food. Of course she's gonna want food. She's a cat. She doesn't know her limit, right? Hey there. How was everyone's Sunday? Mine was not so great, but I'm here by the grace of God. San Antonio, Texas. How is that? I mean, it's been a while since I've been to Texas, but I feel like I could live in Texas. I feel like Texas would be a good place for me to purchase a home and live there. It just seems like a peaceful place. Yes, God is great. So I heard it is beautiful there. But what about the houses? Like the market when it comes to like purchasing a home? It's probably expensive. Everywhere is expensive. Hello, everyone tuning in. I'm just making some food. Not for me, but for my family. I don't know if there's... I'm in D.C., Washington, D.C. I just put food for you. Go eat your food. Flora. I guess I should, You think I can afford it? I mean, I guess it depends on the place. But yes, DC is overly priced. And I bet I'd get more for my money in Texas than if I was to purchase a home here. I'm still renting because we're still looking to purchase. But it just seems like DC, for what we want, is way too much. And yeah, that too. The cost of living is high because I guess jobs, most corporate jobs pay very well, and then that's what raises the cost of living. But I'm just gonna make basic beef and broccoli. I'm not in the mood to like really cook anything up. But I'm gonna need my big pan, and my big pan needs to be cleaned. I completely forgot I have my stand. Why am I using... Hey there, Jay. I was just thinking, where's Jay? Let me put you guys on here. Oh, I can. Wait, can I? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, son. I'm on a live. Hey there, Solomon. Thank you for the new subscriber. So yeah, I can do this. Then you guys can actually follow me along. I can't. I couldn't really. Okay. All right. Let me place you guys here. You know, there's just some weird people that like to come on my live, unfortunately. And thanks for asking, Tristan. I'm having a okay day. I kind of felt like, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it, but my mood was off earlier. And I'm okay now. But thank you for asking. Yes, I can report, and I have reported. It's just sometimes I just ignore them. All they want is the attention. And I know I have to say that the people that come on here that are normal and that are, you know, on here to actually engage in conversation with me, unfortunately has to, you know, look at those weird comments. So I'm sorry. You're right. You know, brother Ernesto, I like that. I can't put music on my phone, but and then my son is watching TV there. That's my only other option. But I'm gonna praise God regardless. And you're right. You're right. It could be a lot worse, but you know, with the grace of God, I'm here. I'm alive, and that's all that matters, right? So let me wash this so I can get to it. Okay, sorry guys, I had to do this. Hey, you're supposed to not be up there, Laura. I have some questions. It's
I got some questions.
careful.
You put it up.
I actually want to put it up a little higher. And then put this a little lower.
No, like this.
It's falling. It's on. Yeah. But I'm gonna be cooking right here, so. I wanna. I'm okay. Anyways, I have a question. If you were, before I start cooking, because sometimes I can't multitask, but all right, this is the situation. If you had your car paid off, okay, and you know, obviously you were making payments before, you had car notes, and then you finally paid it off. Would you keep it, or would you trade it in for another vehicle? And then of course you would have another car note. But what would you guys do? Would you like keep it, right? It's a good car, it's running, you know, paid off. You know, it might not be your car, like your dream car, you know, but it's a car to get you from from A to point B, you know, C, D, E, F, G, but okay, so most of you guys are saying keep it, okay. Yeah, you know, that's what I thought. But I don't want to get into the whys. Yeah, but there was a situation where I pretty much was gifted a car from family. It was paid off. But someone didn't think that car was, you know, good enough. And so basically, long story short, I'm stuck with the, now somebody has a newer car, and I have a car that I didn't want. But you know what? I guess it's a blessing to even have a car, right? So that's what I'm trying to look at. I know it probably made no sense, because I was kind of thinking in my head, like, should I even like bring up this conversation? It could lead to somewhere where I shouldn't go. So that's why, sorry if it didn't make sense. But it's still, you guys still answered my question of whether or not, stop it, whether or not you would have traded it in or kept it, which, yes, keep the car. Exactly. Like, why do you want another car note? That just makes sense to me. You know, when you have a car and you don't have to pay a car note, like, that's a win right there. But I guess not all people think alike. But hello, everyone that is tuning in. And debt is the freaking devil. I agree with that. Because I can tell you, America really wants people to be in debt. So I've been meaning to make this beef and broccoli. You know how life goes. So, exactly. Why spend money you don't have? Like, you could put that money towards something else. Hey guys. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into details of why I asked that question and whatever. I'm just gonna let it pass. Hey there, Casey. You know what, Casey? Like, that is exactly what I would have done. And I actually said that to a person. I said, you know what? There's a time for everything, you know? And sometimes I think, like, God has the time set. But we want to rush and be on our own time, doing our own thing, you know? And so we tend to make the wrong decisions based off of how we feel at the moment and what we want, when we really should be waiting for the right time. And God will let us know when the right time is. So I agree. But you know, sometimes people just are not smart with their money. you know, and make bad decisions. And unfortunately, sometimes it affects other people. But it is what it is. There's a time and place for everything. Absolutely. So, like I said, I don't want to get into detail. Just because it's kind of private. And it has to do with family and marriage and partnership, and I don't feel like you guys will judge, but I'll just keep it to myself. Okay, so please. I'm the type that, like, I'll give you my opinion and I'll tell you how I feel, but I'm not gonna fight you and I'm not gonna press you on about like what you should do. You're a grown ass person, especially when you're a grown ass person. Sorry, I was just getting some text. But I'm just really upset. I'm not gonna even front. Like, I'm upset about this because now it's come to a point where I have to deal with the outcomes. I have to deal with going from having a car that was paid off, that was fine, to pretty much now having to have a car that has issues, that was just in the shop but didn't really get fixed, and now I don't, like, I have to deal with these issues because the car is not 100%, and I still have to get my kids to school. I personally think, so I guess I am going to get into details, but I personally think that as a man, as a husband, because I didn't want to mention names, but yes, you made that mistake to trade in a perfectly fine car and get another car that, unfortunately, the engine was bad. We didn't know, but I won't say it was like a scammer dealership, but he thought he knew the person and could trust them, but unfortunately not. So we didn't keep this vehicle. We traded it in, and now he traded it in for a Tesla, which he's using. And I have his old vehicle, which is the one that I was telling you about, that is in bad shape and that has been in the shop and still has issues. Like, if it's off for too long, it might need a jump start. And so why would you put your wife and kids in that situation? Like, I would say, let me take this vehicle. You have the vehicle that is more reliable because you are the one that is getting the kids to school, right? Am I wrong? Happy birthday, Jeannie. I mean, no, the battery, I don't know. I'm not good when it comes to these type of thing. I don't know the actual problem. I know that the battery was being drained, but it was switched, and then there was something with the alternator. But like I said, I don't know. I'm not gonna say something that I'm not 100% sure about. But I just know that. Am I wrong? Because I kind of feel like, am I being selfish? It's not because, oh, I want the new Tesla. And, I think that's what he thinks. And I know that, of course, like, both of us will want the newer car. But it's like, why put your wife and kids in that position? Thank you. It's a girl. Hello, everyone. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're sharing this with me, Casey, because I'm just like feeling alone. Yes, wear and tear happens. But it's like he has still payments to make on this on this Jeep. Um but I just wish that he would have never traded in. We had this Buick. It was a Buick, but it was a good Buick that, wasn't like appealing, visually. Like, okay, it's not my car that I of choice, but it worked. But now it's like I have to deal with this issue. And it wasn't even my choice. But I guess when you're in a marriage, that's kind of what you have to do. It's a partnership, right? I can't be selfish in that way and say, this is your problem, It's our problem. Hey. No. You know better. Let me get to making this food. But yeah, it's just, oh shoot. It's just a little upsetting. Buick is an awful car brand. I completely agree, but it was paid off and it was in good condition. It was like probably like a 2018. I don't know, but it didn't have issues. That's my point. Your last comment, what did you say? That was smart of you, Casey. Seems like you're a smart guy. Yeah, see, I feel like I don't have much of a say. Back to the whole, thank you guys for subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. I really do want to make it hopefully soon to 2K subs. I mean, I just want to grow my channel with the people that I love, which is you guys tuning in, that I can have conversations with. Like, I said this before, I'm going to say it again. When you're a mom and a wife, and I don't feel like you should always make time, but I don't have that time to make where I can be like, hey, with my girlfriends, let's plan, like life just happens. So I like that I have this option being on here and talking to you guys. I really do. Of course, there's always going to be the weirdos, but hey, there's always the good with the bad, right? If anyone's on here acting retarded, then you should leave. Trying to wait for this to defrost a little bit. I should have left it out of the freezer. Such a little portion.
What is it?
Beef and broccoli. But hey guys. Hey everyone tuning in. I mean, I knew we had planned to trade in the Buick because we both wanted something different and bigger because that was like a little, it was a small car. And I do deliveries from time to time. It's like my side gig. And so I wanted something bigger. So I knew we had planned, you know, and talked about that. But I didn't want it to happening so soon. But then he said he knew this guy that owned this dealership. It was like a friend of a friend. And we ended up getting a nice F-150 that I was driving. But unfortunately, we found out that the oil pretty much, like, it was overusing the oil. And so we had to take it into the dealership, to Ford's dealership. And they wanted to charge us a whole nother car. They were going to charge us $18,000 for the work. I mean, I know like any type of work done to a car's engine is expensive. Yeah, it was burning oil. But like, I don't know who has the money to pay to get a car fixed, like when you can just buy another vehicle. So pretty much that's what he did. He like said he was going to trade in the, once we got it back from the shop. Oh, and mind you, they charged us pretty much like $1,000 for taking the engine apart and doing nothing. Diagnosing the problem, I guess, whatever. But $1,000 anyways. We got the truck back, and then he pretty much took the F-150 and traded it in for the Tesla. Now he's using the Tesla, and I have the Jeep that has issues. Am I being salty? Like, I just want to know. Am I being like, I don't know. I guess I need someone to tell me, like, you're okay. You'll be fine. You're going to have some of this beef and broccoli, right, Liam?
Which one?
The one that I'm making. Well, thank you, Casey. I mean, he drives a microwave. And that's the thing, like, I never drove a Tesla before. Yeah.
Do you have
You need to throw that away. Whose is that?
Ari?
Really?
Yes.
Or is it yours?
Ari is sitting right there. Oh, mommy.
Yes.
I was gonna say, do you have?
Do I have what?
I'm trying to think what it is.
Okay,
It
well,
does smell.
no, I have to buy some. Why? What did you want to
Do
make?
you have something similar to it?
No, I have to buy it. I'm going to go grocery shopping tomorrow. Then you can remind me to get it. Why? What do you want to make? We can wait till tomorrow, Liam. You got to go to bed soon anyways.
Right now?
Huh?
Did you get the grocery store right now?
No, but why don't you go talk to Ari and ask her to call him or to text him if you want to ask him to bring something. But he said he's on his way. You know what? Yeah, I'm not too happy about, the thing is, like, we still need a car that we can rely on. And the Tesla, it's like you gotta go and charge it, and you gotta, like, it's just way too much. Like, I'm not someone that even cares to drive the Tesla, but it's just like, I just feel like he left me no choice but to use this car that has issues. Still gotta get the kids to school. I still gotta go and do my orders and stuff. It's like, it's okay. But he looks at it like, look, I'm the one that's paying for it. You're not helping, which I understand. And that's why I feel like I don't really have that much a say. Because, yeah, I'm not paying for the car note. But then again, it's like you made this decision to even get another car to begin with when we had a car that was paid off. Back to that. guys, and I don't want anyone to feel like I'm hold on a second. I don't want anyone to think that I'm like talking bad about my husband. I'm not. I'm just, this is real life, this is just real life marriage problems, or not problems, but things that you deal with, right? And a girl needs advice, but sometimes maybe it's a good thing to, talk to other people, because I do want to talk to him about it. I'm not going to just let it slip. I know he knows I've been a little bit upset and, in my mood, because I get in my mood, but I do want to talk to him about it. I have said little things here and there, but I just really, I'm not someone that likes altercations. I don't like drama. I don't like to argue. Where's the meat in this? There's only broccoli. There's like no meat. Look at this. I bet you guys can count how many pieces of meat you saw in there. It's literally like 3 pieces of meat.
What?
Whatever. Slightly cooking means like I'm cooking something that is already prepped up, like that is ready. I didn't like, really get in the kitchen and cook it up. I'm just warming something up, I guess I should have said. But still doing it. Meatless meals. I mean, you might as well call this a vegetarian meal. Like, what kind of bullshit is this? Maybe he should divorce me and take the house. I don't know. That's an option. Hey there. Emily's. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but thank you for coming back. Meatloaf is good. I actually haven't had meatloaf in a long time. I know Whole Foods has good meatloaf, like already made, that you just have to put in the oven. I used to like to cook, but nowadays, I don't know. I kind of lost my interest in cooking. Okay. I'm so happy for you, Casey. I know sometimes it like hurts to know that someone do that for you, but the fact that you could do all this for yourself and now you're getting your credit back up and you're about to get a new car is awesome. So congrats to you. Yeah, sometimes I just think like I'm just gonna keep doing me and going hard, and I know I'm gonna get to where I want to be, and I'm not gonna have to be settling for anything. Like I just really want to be in a position where I don't have to take anyone's bullshit. I don't have to take it now, but I'm a type of person that I'm gonna know my place in certain situations. Like, yeah, if I'm not paying for a car note, then I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think? Because if like you're married, don't you think like, I don't know, how do you guys see it? Like being in a marriage, is it like 50-50, or should the husband go out and be the provider and make the money, and then the woman just like, it's 2025. It's different out here now. He knows I'm on here talking. That's one thing he knows. And we already talked. Like I told them, you know what? I'm gonna go on my live and talk. I'm not talking bad about him, like I said. But these are situations that occur within a marriage. Delta, maybe you don't know. Maybe you just never have been in a marriage before. I don't know. But sometimes I think that more people need to be, and it's not like keep your business to yourself. But I think that it would help other people if more people were honest and transparent and you know, like I'm saying, I love my husband. Like just because of the situation doesn't mean I'm going to leave him or I'm going to do something bad to upset him. But at the same time, I was a little bit upset because I'm a human and I have feelings, you know? But yes, I need to learn how to put my feelings aside and look at it as if like, okay, well, regardless, we're going to figure it out together, you know? So regardless of what's going on, we're going to figure it out together. Right, Ari? You going to drink all that? So it's ready. Did you guys want me to
That's like nothing.
move away from our family? I know they didn't put that much meat in it at all. I'm gonna let it cook. Yeah, give me 1 second. I have some sticky rice if you wanted me to just warm that up. Nuke, thank you. I don't think people talk about being a wife enough because it's like underrated, you know. People just focus on themselves nowadays, but they don't talk about like the responsibilities or the hardships of actually being a wife.
There.
Just let it cool off a little bit. You know what? You should ask Daddy if he wants me to make his what's it called? Crab patties. His crab cakes. He probably wants that. Huh?
Yeah.
Leave some for your brother. Is there any meat there?
Yeah,
Liam, are you gonna want the sticky rice or no?
Oh, I don't like that sticky rice.
Really?
Is the fried rice?
No. I told you I was just cooking up something slight. Slight.
Is this clean?
You're absolutely right.
This is clean, right, Mommy?
Yeah. Casey, I just read your last comment and you're right. God does do that. Sometimes we don't want to accept it, and that's when things go really wrong. When, you know, he's trying to kind of clean our life out, but it's like we're the ones that are trying to keep certain people in our life when they shouldn't be. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about, so. So, paying for not having the kids in a after or before care, because I take them to school and I also take care of all the needs and maybe not pay for them, but I orchestrate when they need to be paid and set all that up. But, you know, I think every... Babe, go eat. Go take your plate over there and eat. Here. I'm gonna see if I can... I really don't want to make any rice. It's too late to have to eat rice. So how would it be about love? Please explain. Delta ego. Fly. Go fly and tell me how it should be. Props to you, Casey, because a lot of men wouldn't do that. Everyone wants a new car. I'm, like I said from the beginning, I'm just happy and blessed that I have a car. That's all. This was something that... Would you like to be mine? I think you... If you don't mind. Yeah, you know, it's hard when you want to focus on your relationship when there's so many other things that you got to focus on. Paying bills, kids, you know, I mean... I'm not really sure about what you're talking about. Didn't really understand you. God, marriage, and love. Exactly. You got your hands full being a moderator for this channel, because... And you know what? Sometimes, unfortunately, those are the people that don't appreciate anything. The ones that you give it all to. The ones that you do it all for. You know, because they just feel like you should always be doing more and more. I mean, you know, at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and say anything about what you're saying, Delta. I'm going to charge my phone. Liam, do you want me to make you something else then? Sorry, guys, I had to pick up my husband's call. Huh? How is the beef and broccoli, Ari? Good? Daddy said he was going to bring something, or he was going to see there, but... So...
I don't want that. I don't want to get too full.
Ari, then... That's a lie.
But I don't want to get too full.
I think you, Casey, you have to look at it like this. You had that experience, and you took from that experience. You learned from that experience, you know? And yes, you got a beautiful daughter out of that experience, out of that marriage, you know? And you love your daughter. So that is one thing, you know, sometimes it's hard because it's like we can't stand, you know, the other adult in the situation. But when you look at your child and you see the beautiful human being that came from both you and that person, at the end of the day, it's just all love. It's all family. I bet you do. You sound like a great dad. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing. Because you're doing great. And that's all we can all try to do is just try to do our best. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm on here sharing my life experiences with you guys, talking to you guys, but by no form am I perfect. And I know that it's easy for people to come on here and criticize me or say, oh my gosh, like, you're definitely not wife material or you're doing it all wrong. I'm learning just like any other person. I'm human. So you could say what you want to say, but I'm just human. Thank you. We all got to keep going. We're all in this together. I'm made out of flesh and blood. All right. Actually, you know what, Liam? There's still a lot left. So here.
What? That is so little.
No, it's not. I'm going to show you.
It is.
Just have it as an appetizer.
I get all the little bits.
Have it as an appetizer.
Nothing else. All little bits.
It's not a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to stop the live and come back because I guess I picked up his calls too many times. I don't know. Can anyone hear me? I'm gonna have to stop this live and start all over again. Sorry, guys.